Yo, what up, YouTube? Kyle here for Boss TCG, your home for competitive TCG news and content. Again, I'm Kyle, and I'm here with
Daniel. What's
and,
up?
and we are doing episode 1 of Core Draw Refresh. And we got a lot on the docket because there was a lot of stuff that went on in the past, really 2 weeks. We're going to be going over the first week of False Gods. We're also going to be going over the meta for Dawn of History all the way up to right before the launch of the new set. We're going to be going over the Pro Tour, talking about a little scandal that went on at the Pro Tour.
Oh, yeah.
And then we are also going to be the first TCG podcast to have a fantasy draft for their card game. We're going to be doing a fantasy draft starting now, going all the way up to the World Championships of what decks we think are going to place where, and we're going to draft decks that we think are going to always be in the top 4 in winning events. So let's start off first. Daniel, how has your week been?
My week has been very interesting. I could say it started off with a lot of work as per usual. And I've just been playing a whole lot of Battle Spirits. I started this week with testing set 2 for probably about 8 hours with some of my best friends. And from there, it's just been grinding some local tournaments. We tried to hit up a store tournament today that the store kind of just flaked out on us. But we're staying strong.
They dropped the ball.
Oh, yeah. But it is what it is. Always glad to at least get out, get some testing in. So it never was going to be a waste.
Yeah. Did you play any of the new set
Today?
Just this week in general.
Oh yeah. I've gone to 3 events this week, and I've brought a different deck every event. I anticipated playing a lot more aggro in today's event. It seems to be what our locals is kind of pointing towards.
Okay, I'm gonna call you out. You're a purple whore. That's usually what you play. So, and I know
Very true.
You played against or next to me. Was it now 2 days ago?
Yeah.
You were playing green. So, everybody. He works the purple corner. Puts out that leg and says, "Hey, come get some of this purple." And then they pay him.
Give me some of your cores, baby. Let me suck on some cores. Don't worry about it.
Oh god. You're gonna be on Ucorn. Yeah, it's where they put all the weird stuff, like people that are into corn and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right, I'd be right at home.
Yeah, Battle Spirits if they're into playing with cores like Legos.
That's where we're streaming right now, right? Corn Hub.
Maybe. And then so you played our local Sunshine, and then actually this is my first time going to Cool Stuff for Battle Spirits. So and then you were gonna play. I know you're playing like 2 or 3 more times this weekend.
That store that I went to today was supposed to have an event tomorrow as well, but
was that the late
since
one?
it flaked on us? Yeah, they're not going to be running tomorrow.
And they're in Pinellas, right? Pinellas Park.
Yeah, they're
that's like
a little bit. It's like an hour for me to get home from work, and then an hour to get there from my home. So it was a 2-hour drive for nothing.
Especially with the with Tampa Polk County traffic, you must have been loving it.
Oh, traffic today was wonderful. Truly put a smile on my face.
I know yesterday was terrible for you. We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then I've played in 2 events. I usually only play in 1 event a week. I actually played in 2 this time. I played
at we got you to come out.
And, I'm going to leak this right now. I'm a terrible TCG player. I'm like legitimately bottom quarter of every event I go to. And this is the first actual tournament I've ever won. I won a pre-release once. Yeah, I won a pre-release once. That's not a real tournament, and that was for Pokemon. So, yeah, it's even more not a tournament.
No, you did really well.
Yeah.
That was Wednesday, right?
Yeah, that was Wednesday. That was the day before my birthday. Yesterday was
Yes,
my
sir. That was a
birthday.
great early birthday
Oh
present,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. I basically got a box for free. Except that
Yeah, and
was
none of
it your
those guys were
brother?
going easy on you. All those guys, they were out to win that night,
Yeah,
man.
and
We didn't play in round too. We were just sitting next to each other all night.
I'm glad it didn't play you. I would have lost. That's your brother I played right at the end of the night. That's your brother, right?
Yeah, that is my older brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen him play. He's really good, and I just don't know how I pulled it out. I guess this new build of I like to call it MBA, Mecha's All Bounce.
Oh
It
yeah.
is definitely a business when you're playing that, and it's all pleasure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this build is going to be one I'm taking to Monroeville, so I just have to play against everything.
Oh yeah. You won't be able to leak it then, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I might put up on Twitter, or actually, it's not Twitter anymore. Did you know that?
It's X, the
It's
platform
X. Yeah.
formerly known as Twitter. Yeah.
Yes. I think we just got to keep calling it that. X, formerly known as Twitter.
X.
And it was in an abusive relationship. It had to change its name. But
Witness protection.
yeah, I'll slowly up to Monroeville be posting on the Boss TCG Twitter. I'm gonna keep saying it. X, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to call this shit, but I'll post on there a little bit of it. I'm gonna say right now my favorite is that new card, Merged God Mech.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh, Woden? Is his name Woden?
No, not the Woden. The one that drops and
He gains you life and draws
yeah, it's not Woden's the one that blocks.
magic cards.
Yeah, or makes you discard magic cards. I'll bring it up real quick.
Yeah, I know. He's the Mecha Beast. He's the Mecha Beast.
Yeah, he's a
support
Mecha
this
Beast.
time.
So, BSS This is not sponsored. I promise you. That's just
Oh, I
what we're
wish. That is like the
Oh.
premier website for this
Yeah.
game.
Oh yeah, and if you guys are new to it's bssdv.dev, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, if you're new to Battle Spirits, this is the BSS. Is it dv.dev or
It might be. Yeah, I know it's
DB.
.dev for sure. I usually just look up
Oh, here it
Battle
is.
Spirits card database.
Yeah,
It comes
I
up.
put DV like Delta Victor instead of DB Delta Bravo. It is. Let me get to all. Oop. White guys, where you at? I promise you, this isn't racist.
Yeah, we're all white
But
here.
yeah, no. Are you planning? What are you planning to be testing prior to? Because you're going to Tulsa, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably be playing as much of the different control strategies as I can. I think that we got a lot of testing with green. I kind of feel safe with what I think its strengths and weaknesses are,
Mm-hmm.
but given how well white purple performed at the Pro Tour, I think that a lot of people are going to be playing that, and
Yeah.
I want to have a good matchup built for it.
Yeah,
So
because you're gonna play that. You're gonna play the winning list tonight, right over at that store championship.
yeah, I planned on it, and while I didn't get to do that, I did get to test with a very good player for a few hours, and he's running a pretty solid green aggro deck. Well,
Okay.
it's
Aaron's
not
playing
it's not
green
pure
aggro?
green. No, I really shouldn't say that because he plays more of like a 2-cost aggro deck,
Oh, he's
and he
aggro.
was focusing more on green. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's trying out the green stuff. Yeah, because that's the only time I've ever played Aaron. He's been it's been yellow aggro 2-drop the whole time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I'll leak this now. I think that might be the best deck going into the new season, depending how prevalent Axe Spider Purple is.
Yeah.
If you can build that yellow unblockable deck, and if you can make it consistent, you're probably going to be winning a lot.
I feel
You
like,
just go right under Axe
I
Spider.
mean, with that, I feel like I know what one of your picks is going to be for the fantasy draft. I'm just saying. I think I know.
Oh no, I know
don't
that could be
think it's that
anything.
good. I don't think the unblockable. I don't think it's good enough. I don't think it's gonna be like Terrastor level. You really got to
No.
put everything. If you are theorizing a deck or playing something new, and you're planning to go to anything bigger than just a local tournament, you need to know that you can run with Axe Spider and you can beat Terrasor.
Yeah, you're gonna want to have a lot of testing with those two decks. Those are the best decks from last season, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And coming into this new season, a lot of new players are going to be relying heavily on that. A lot of the good players, like the people who've been seasoned, who have gone to a lot of these tournaments, most likely will be looking to beat those decks. And I think we're going to have to take Tulsa to find out how that's going to look. Are we just going to be playing a ton of the top players in Tulsa, and
I don't
we're
know,
not going to be
dude.
playing any new people? Yeah, I mean, it's all up in the air right
It,
now. We're just going to
it's
have to see how it
hard
goes.
with Midwest with Midwest and like Central. So like Central Time Zone tournaments, it's so expensive to get to those tournaments. You don't see as big of a turnout as far as
Yeah.
I have experience with playing Pokemon and going to Dallas is probably the only thing that you have like huge turnout because there's such a huge population, so there's a huge player base in Texas.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about like Oklahoma, it's not even really the flights. Flights to get into Tulsa aren't that bad. It's the cost to stay is a lot
Yeah,
larger. And
that and the domestic travel,
yeah,
like
and
you got to
then
be driving around a
I
lot.
got the name of that card. It took me a little bit. Merged Mech Lord Mammoth Aegis. That is what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, and he's my new favorite card from the set.
Oh
So
yeah, he's pretty tight.
yeah, so I feel like the first week has been exciting. Playing with the new cards.
Oh yeah.
Finding a new stride with this deck that I've been playing. This bounce deck is it's been a lot of fun, refreshing. We've been needing that.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of people thought that there wasn't going to be big changes for this new set,
Mhm.
but having tested a lot of the cards, there is so many new decks. There's actually a lot more build around cards in set 2, I feel, as though we're being introduced to whole new strategies with single cards being the forefront
Yeah,
of those new
100.
strategies. It's very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. But let's get on to our next topic. Let's do like a quick overview. I know you've been wanting to talk about this.
Yeah.
Quick overview of the from base set. If you guys ever tune into multiple shows, I will always consider um,
Donna
Dawn of
History.
History base set. I come from
Yeah.
Pokemon. That's how we do it. So it's base set to me. So from base set to EXO1, what I know you wanted to highlight some stuff. Let's start
Yeah.
doing that. What did you want to really talk about?
I think it would be nice to at least cover the first event that we had in Battle Spirits, because that was my first exposure to it. That launch event in Vegas. That was surely by far what got me hooked. I mean, we saw just these great players, people who've been exposed to a lot of TCG games, come together, and all of them just, at that point, they're all ripping up product. They're buying $100 boxes to build these decks. They had no clue what it was going to be like getting in there.
30. I think it was. I think retail for base set was like 129.99. So you
Hmm.
spend 130. They're probably opening between 3 or 4 guys on a team. They're probably ripping a case, so they're spending like
Oh, they're
what's it,
more than
14.
that.
What 14, 1,500? I mean, if we're talking about a
Yeah,
small team, a team that's like, okay, I'm going to get what I can get,
yeah.
and they weren't playing white or something that was really based around two of the starter decks put together. So yeah, no, it was a super interesting. I was thinking that purple was going to dominate that event.
Really.
Yeah,
I
I thought it was.
Well, going into it, I really thought I was going to play red after that event, and like I have to say, I didn't know about the game beforehand, so I didn't know what I was getting into. I watched the finals, and it was White Control versus Red Pterosaur,
Mhm.
Alex Blandon versus I actually don't remember the name of the guy who ended up winning.
It is Austin Williams.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that match was just insane. I thought it was so cool. They were talking about Dream Bomb, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? All of it was it was very
It
exciting
was the coming out party
as a spectator.
for Absolute Ice Shield. When
Oh
we
yeah.
found out that Absolute Ice Shield is a 4 of every in every deck.
Yeah. There was no way. They were like, yeah, for sure, this is getting splashed in every deck. There's no if and or but about
Yeah.
it. They actually thought, and I don't know if this is like known by everyone, but they actually thought that Star Blessed Draw was going to kill purple. They thought that purple was unplayable in that event because of Starflush Draw.
But yeah,
They were
but
like,
if they didn't have Netherworld Depths, it was probably going to be true. But Netherworld Depths is just an insane card in general from set one.
yeah, people weren't even playing Netherworld Depths at that point.
Oh,
Like,
really?
not like how we ended up seeing. No,
Yeah.
I mean, Netherworld Depths ended up being the card, really, right? I mean, it became okay. I have this card. If you don't have the Burning Force, I'm probably gonna win. That's what it
Yeah,
became.
100%. Now that we have, talking about that first event, getting the promos after that, with the
Yeah,
ability to lock in your white nexuses with Axe Spider and it just not being able to be killed, like Burning Force became less prevalent. We thought Burning Force was going to be, the first or second best card in this set, and
it's true. Yeah.
yeah, Axe-Spider just says, "Yep, nope, we're gonna keep our Infinity Motherships and keep on rolling."
Yeah, when Axe Spider first dropped, I remember that was the deck people built was pure white with Axe Spider, and it was focused around that Infinity Mothership Nexus. And on paper, that sounds great, but you can't play more than one of that Nexus because it's so ass in multiples.
Well, so I play 2 to 3 in every one of my decks just because I want to see it. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the Mecha Beast Fortress, the other Nexus that gives your Mecha Beasts.
Oh, you're talking about it is
Namengard, the
yeah,
city.
Yeah, Fortress Namengard. That I think that's what everybody thought was going to be played majority in white, but no, we're actually seeing what Netherworld Depths, because I mean we're seeing a lot of white purple. We're seeing a lot of white purple now. But yeah, so I want to ask, what is your favorite card other than I would say the big two out of set one? What do you think is the best card? So the big two being Absolute Ice Shield and Netherworld Depths. Other than those two, what do you think the best card out of that set is?
Honestly, I think it's really hard to pin it on just one card. There is probably a card, a spirit from every color that is going to see play for the foreseeable future, right?
Yep.
I personally, a lot of my own bias comes in. I think that Curse Dragon, the Infernal King Curse Dragon, he's so good. I mean, you just win off the
purple
back.
street walking poor ass is coming out.
Oh yeah. No, I'm a simp for my dragon. Yeah, that guy is sick as fuck. You just drop
if he was
him.
garbage, I'd give you more crap about it. But he is insane. His numbers are really good too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his stats are so good. He has good reduction. The fact that he ramps you in a color with no other ramp, all of it is just it's so good.
It's insane. I wish I played more purple, but I'm on that white stuff. I'm on that white girl. So we had set basically you can put collector set 1 and base set all in the same grouping. Yeah. Then we got the promo cards. So the promo cards, we all know what the best card in that set is, and we all know it's Axe-Spider. It just won the Pro Tour. But all the other is there 7 other ones?
Yeah, there's 8 in total, 2 for each color.
2 for each color. What do you think the best card out of that set was?
For sure, Dual Eagle. I think, and I know that there's argument to say that Black Lance
I was about to say, you're a purple simp, bro. Like, why aren't you picking Black Lance?
Well, I think that Dual Eagle had more immediate impact, right? Like, there was a long period of time where people were not playing Black Lance like that. I mean, we saw in Ohio, people started picking up Black Lance, and they were playing them a lot. But Dual Eagle, I mean, from my local experience, he was the card, right? Like he was the guy. You were dropping Dual Eagles, and you did not like to see it, especially as a purple player. Like, please don't do that.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I mean, that's probably my favorite card from the set, just because it was the first card I pulled that actually was good. But
he was also my first winter promo. So
yeah, my first winter promo was Black Lance. It's a tie between Dual Eagle and Black Lance for me. I like them both. Because they have 2 different use cases. But I would say Black Lance has grown on me, but I like the art of Dual Eagle, so I'm kind of with you. I really think other than Axe Spider, it's the best. It's the best card from the set. You know, super close, and you can create an argument for Black Lance other than like
Yeah,
Axe Spider. So
I think that the argument is that Black Lance will probably see more play moving forward. I mean, there's a curse aggro strategy that looks really nice in
are
set
you
two,
talking
and
about? Are you talking
he's
about?
gonna
Are you
be
talking about the white purple list that I've been playing with?
no, just pure purple
What?
curse, like pure purple curse with lightning aura. Oh
Yep.
man,
Well, I'm playing. I'm
Black
playing a
Lance with a
white.
heart.
I'm playing a white purple version of that. I just
Oh
because
yeah,
Axe
yeah.
Spider's just too good, and it just helps you set up and keep alive with until you get Maduka on the field.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I think if we're being honest, I think that Axe Spider is just he is that guy, and he
yeah.
will be that guy
I
for
feel like
the
we're.
foreseeable
I
future.
feel like
Yeah,
we're not going to get a band with him, but I think we'll get like a limitation where you can only play like two, maybe three of them in your deck.
yeah.
I think we
If
could
they
see
set,
that before a band would happen.
yeah, if they set Axe Spider and Netherworld Depths to 2, I think that would be 100% fine. I don't
Yeah.
think there would be any complaints from the community. If anything, a lot of people who are on the outside looking in, who see these cards at every high level table, are going to be like, "Oh, that's really good." I mean, for the people who play, you just those are just the cards. Like those are just them. I mean, it's really nice that Axe Spider doesn't protect Netherworld Depths, and
Yeah, it would be
obviously
too
they kind
broken
of go
at that
really
point.
well together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be the best. It would be even more dominant as a purple white deck than it already is.
Exactly. I will
Uh,
say though, those new I won't get to it too much, but I think they have plans to make that strategy a little obsolete in the
yeah,
future, or at least make a strategy that can handle dealing with the
yeah.
white
It's
purple.
either going to be a limitation or it's going to be something within blue when they release or when they
Yeah.
go to the set 4 with dual colors coming in. I
Oh
think
yeah.
that's where we're going to see the limitation come across. But let's get to the next topic. We're kind of already talking about when we talked about upper level tables. Let's kind of go over the Pro Tour, and I actually have the top 8 list from Eggman Events.
Yeah.
So we see. I'm not able to share my screen with you, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 out of the top 8 decks
Yeah.
were purple white Axe Spider,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the winning list. And actually, let's just get this out of the way. Oh, actually, no, I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. I'm sorry, it was a mirror match in the finals. My bad.
Oh yeah. Well, there was something that influenced that.
What's so yeah? So who's the one that snuck into first or second place after Addison Williams, notorious cheater from multiple games, was DQ'd for having different shades of black sleeves?
We were
Uh,
actually just talking about that. I think that it was Caleb. I think it was the guy who won, right? Because
so
I think Rex was already set to be in the finals.
really, is
And
that what he was playing?
I'm not 100%. The only reason I say that is I remember people were talking that Rex was he was kind of like the stand-in for the pterosaur in the
Yeah,
finals.
yeah.
So, and I think they were talking about that before the finals actually started. So I could be wrong, but regardless, those two boys who ended up in the true finals, those
Yeah,
were good
and
players.
they're
Yeah.
deserving because they played the game the way it was supposed to. I
Yeah.
know Adamasu Williams or whatever, however you say his name. I know him from rumblings, and I actually played him at a regional. I can't remember what it was back.
You're telling me about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever it was around the time he cheated, so it had been before him getting disqualified from playing at Pokemon events for stealing a deck. Which I don't know. Pokemon is a cheap game like Battle Spirits. I don't know why.
Didn't he
he'd be
play
stealing
with that deck after
Yeah.
he stole
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. No, I think players like that, everybody's like, oh, don't give them time of day, don't give them time of day. But I think if you don't say their names, then they're going to leak into other card games, and people that maybe have come from other card games or, was looking at Pokemon and just hasn't come across these guys' names. I
Yeah.
think they really need to know because you could have a player that's really good at the game come in and they don't know if they're good. And then they play against this guy and they lose and it drops them from a tournament and they're like, well, why am I even putting time into this card game when I'm just going to lose, when I'm on the cuff of day 2. Yeah. And then this dude comes in, you don't know, maybe you haven't played with sleeve cards. So you're not looking at the sleeves and like, oh, does this look?
Oh my God, no way! Especially not in your first tournament or like some of your first. You're not thinking about that. That's for sure.
And I think Battle Spirits is gonna be like Pokemon. It's gonna be a really friendly game for people that are new to card games to come in. Like I think Pokemon, Battle Spirits, and Lorcana are gonna be the 3 games that. Hey, they've never picked up a game. They might be 10, 11 years old, or they might be in their mid-30s, and they're like, hey, I'm coming from a competitive background. I need to fill it somehow. That's how I got into Pokemon, was I got out of the military, and I needed to find something that filled in that competitive need every day. And if you have people that don't know anything about the community, and they're doing some research, they need to come across all these people that have been notoriously cheating. Now there's like, okay, you get DQ'd because you have marked cards, but it's just a bent corner.
That happens honestly a lot more frequently than you would think, because there's just some new players will sleeve their cards improperly, which can damage your sleeves, and there's some real sticklers out there, you know what I'm saying?
And then they get DQ'd, and then they get labeled as these cheaters, and they're not. But we need to really ask card game community in general.
He has a pattern.
He has 3 times. He's been DQ'd twice from Yu-Gi-Oh! And then once from Pokemon. So, and I don't even know what other card games he's been DQ'd from. That's all I could find online was the double Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban, and then the Pokemon DQ, and I think he was banned for a year from Pokemon. So that's all I was able to find online. But I played against him at a regionals, and the thing is, he's a super nice guy. That's the thing I remember is he's super nice, and I didn't see anything nefarious when he was playing me, so I don't think he was cheating. But I think, especially with the type of money that's on the line in Battle Spirits, somebody that is apt to cheat by doing something to give him an advantage for $25,000. Is going to roll back to that. But
dude, I was talking to you about that too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
There's that deck that he was playing too, that white aggro deck. If you're gonna mark a card in any deck, it's that deck. You stack the regain to the top of your deck, the Valkyrie Mist. Yeah, if you're summoning Valkyrie Mist against Axe Biter. See you later.
No, it's especially like if you want to take my deck and mark cards, it's a similar thing. Mine's a tempo build. So it has that aggro feel to it, and you mark one card in those type of decks, you are in a very good spot if you don't misplay. I just want to know. I'm gonna link the Pokemon and both Yu-Gi-Oh articles in the description below, just so you guys can read for yourself, and just so you guys can be aware of if he comes in. Now, the only one thing I want to say is, if he does come back to Battle Spirits, we'll give him another chance, but be on guard. If somebody's coming in back from cheating, being banned from cheating, we don't want to just like kick him out of the community, because they could be, like I said, he's a really good guy. Like I've talked to him.
Yeah, and I mean, $25,000. That's honestly, I mean, that's life-changing money for some people. I know that. That's maybe not true for all the situations he's been caught cheating in. I think that really I can't say that I understand, because to me, I do this for what it means. It's more about, it helps me as a person to know I'm confident and skilled enough at this game to win, as opposed to I'm not playing for the money. I don't plan on winning these tournaments to get the cards and sell them, or to the money is obviously what brings us there at the end of the day, but it's not, to me, that's not what I would feel the best about. And I mean, I even tell my opponents when they pay too much for a card, or sometimes you forget these things. This game is way more intense in math than you could think.
and it's also the thing with card games in general is we're not there for, I mean, yes, Magic Pro Tour, $40,000, I think some of the events go. But I mean, the money's nice, but we're in this card game because the community side of things.
It's very true. Yeah.
Not to make millions of dollars. I mean, I'm doing something that like could net me some money, like building this Boss TCG media company. But I'm not on the subject matter because I think it's going to make the most money. I really enjoy card games, and I'm all about growing communities and making more people aware that there's an actual competitive scene for card games.
Yeah, that's how we met. Was at
Sunshine.
The Battlesphere Circles. Yeah.
Sunshine, yeah. It's definitely one. And just kind of go over the rest of Pro Tour 1. It was basically 5 Axe Biter lists, 2 White Pterosaur, and a purple mid-range. And all 3 of those decks have been the ones that have been dominating all season so far. So it's no surprise that that's the top 8 for the Pro Tour. Does that surprise you at all?
No, just because personally, I loved the EX01 promos. Mm-hmm. I think that those guys were so fun. I remember the day that set came out. I got my set of promos. I started playing the little amethystus in my purple deck.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the little dude is awesome.
Yeah, and people were like, "Is this card good? Is this card good?" I'm like, "What do you think?" I'm playing it.
Yeah, it's good. Oh no, that means it's trash, guys.
Right. It's like, what? You're asking my opinion on a card I'm playing.
Yeah, don't listen to us because we're good players. Listen to us because you enjoy the podcast. I'm just kidding. You're better. What did you place at Ohio?
At Ohio, it's like 53rd, I think. 53rd.
Yeah, I was 301. So let's get on to the next.
Thought we were. Gonna say.
Yeah. Let's get on to the next topic. Let's not talk about my card playing abilities. I brought that up, so let's not do that. But just a little just saying. Really watch your opponent, guys. You don't know who's cheating out there. It really could change how you look at the game when you should have won a match, but the guy won because he cheated. Even if you misplayed, they might have not been able to capitalize if they didn't cheat. So watch your opponents while they play, but still have fun while playing it. But Dan, do you have anything else you want to say to the people of the YouTube?
All I can say is give this game a chance. You know, whether that's 2 starter decks for you and your friend to come play and take it to your locals, talk to your local card store about this game. Tell Bandai, they have a survey for their next set, or for set 4. If you're a fan of the game, fill it out. Tell them what you want to see. Communicate with them. There's not a whole lot of companies, let alone card companies, who want to hear from their consumers. Let them hear what you have to say. Tell them what you want to see. For me personally, I want more commercials. I want more support for this game. I want more people to see it. Put it in big box stores. Get this game out there to people, because once people have it in their hands, they'll fall in love with it, I'm sure. It is a great game, truly.
Yeah, and it's easy for new people to get into. I know you've told me multiple times that your girlfriend never played a card game in her life, and she picked up like that.
Yeah. That was what sold me on the game, was my fiance and I could play it. We sat down.
Oh yeah, fiance. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, don't worry about it. We got one of each starter deck, and we spent I can't even tell you, 12 hours across a week just playing every deck we could. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And last thing for me, guys, is we are super excited to be one of the first highly produced podcasts for Battle Spirits. And if you guys like this content, hit that like button. If you want to see more content, not just for Battle Spirits, we're covering all the card games. Right now, we're in process of getting Pokemon up and running, podcasts for that and videos for that. But also, we're going to be doing One Piece, Lorcana, Dragon Ball. You think about it, we're going to keep adding shows. But this Battle Spirits Core Draw Refresh show is my baby. So you'll be seeing my ugly face on this every week that we have it. And I'm excited. We're going to be calling our anniversary August 3rd because that's when we try to start it. It was a very... We'll have to go with like a behind-the-scenes video when we bring out a Patreon. We'll do a behind-the-scenes little documentary or something. Because we're working on a Patreon. That's not going to be for a while. We want people to, enjoy it.
I'm
And
saving that video. I'm saving it for that.
yeah, you
I'm
better.
saving
You
it.
better. I'm rendering the video as we speak. I'm just kidding, not as we speak, but I'll be doing it after I do this one. But yeah, for me and Dan, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys like this
Thank you so
content,
much, guys.
yeah, if you guys like this content, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button and hit some comments or put some comments down below. We'd like to kind of know where you want to see Boss TCG as a broadcast channel go. We want to listen to our community, but the biggest thing, guys, is in the word of Cosmic. Should I pull Cosmic stuff? Say awesome, say hydrated? No, I can't do that. Cosmic's too. I can't steal this thing.
No.
Guys, have a great, blessed rest of your day, and just get out there and play some Battle Spirits.
We love you.
Oh, we love you guys. We love you.
We love you.
My name is Kyle for Core Draw Refresh. This is Daniel, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.